watching Apple Tech Beast.
This is Apple Tech Beast with my full review of the Kingston HyperX Cloud 2 Pro gaming headset. So the one I've got here is the red model. You can also get a gunmetal black one. So to start off with, we'll talk about build quality. So on the HyperX Cloud 2 Pro gaming headset, well, it's just about the same as the original. You've got some kind of tiny little tweaks from the original, like the colour combinations. Because with the original, you only get black and white, sorry. And the black's got a bit of red on it, but it's got more red on it with the metal forks being red. So yeah, it has got a lot of metal on it, a lot of really high quality plastics and rubbers, and the headband is made of real leather with memory foam inside. The ear cups have also got memory foam inside. It is really, really cool, and for the price, it's so comfortable. And I'll talk about that. In fact, yeah, I'll talk about that now. So, yeah, the comfort of the headset. Usually that's the main thing that doesn't make me want to buy a headset, is because the reviews say that it's not very comfortable. This is by far the most comfortable headset I've ever worn. Like, ever. It is really, really good. With all the memory foam everywhere. All the materials are really, really sort of soft, and they're just really, really good. It's also not a really heavy headset, even with all the really high quality sort of plastics and metals and all that sort of thing. You can wear it for hours, and it doesn't, you forget it's even there. It's absolutely brilliant. And another thing is that you've got a detachable microphone. So if you find that that gets in the way when you're not using it, you can just attach it, and then you put a little plastic thing in the in the port, and it's basically just a normal pair of headphones, which is absolutely amazing once again. And not every headset has that, and I find it really, really useful. So it also comes with braided cables, really, really like sort of thick braided cables, and then really, really nice quality. And then it's got a sound card, which I'll talk about in a second, which is the one sort of controversial point that I found. It may not be controversial for you, it may be really, really good for you, but I'll talk about why I find that weird in a second. Yeah, the looks they look really, really cool as well. Everyone that's sort of seen me with them, they've said that they look really, really cool, and they've asked me what they are. So yeah, you've got braided cables, leather, sort of this matte black sort of plastic, and then the shiny brushed metal thing on the ear cups as well, with the red HyperX logo on this specific model anyway. And then again, the shiny sort of brushed metal forks. The looks are absolutely brilliant. The build quality is absolutely brilliant, and it's really, really comfortable as well. So, ease of use. Now, this is where the sound card sort of comes into play. With the HyperX Cloud 2, as opposed to the original HyperX Cloud, it's got this USB 7.1 surround sound card with it. Now, I think it's really, really good. That is a good feature for most people. In fact, for just about everyone that will buy it, but that'll be a really, really, really useful feature, because you've only got one cable to plug into your computer, and then you just sort of forget about it, and then you can clip this onto your trousers or whatever, because it's got a little clip on there as well, so you don't lose it. And then you can turn on 7.1 surround sound, virtual 7.1 surround sound, obviously. Turn it off, and then you've got the mic up sort of rocker, the headphone up rocker, which actually changes the volume on your computer, so it doesn't mess with any other sort of settings on your computer. And then you've got a mic mute button on the side there as well, which is really, really useful, and it works. It definitely works, does what it's meant to do, and you've even got a gold-plated connector on the end as well for the USB. Right there. So you can use this without the sound card, but the cable is very short, and this is where I don't really like the whole sound card thing. The actual sort of technical specification of the headphones has stayed just about the same as with the original one. It's still got 53mm drivers, which sound absolutely awesome, by the way. The bass on them is crazily good, especially for gaming. Explosions just they sound so good. But yeah, the headphones sound amazing, and they're really, really capable. But that's where I think the sound card lets it down, because I don't think it's as good as it could be. And if you've got a sound card in your computer like I have, well, it's inbuilt to the motherboard, but if you've got one in your computer like I have, you'll actually kind of find that the original HyperX Cloud sound slightly better, which isn't really a good thing. And that's because I don't use the sound card, because I've already got one in my computer, and then I have to use these because they've got a longer cable than the HyperX Cloud 2. It gets a bit complicated, but basically this sound card isn't as good as most sound cards you'd have in your computer. And for me, that means that you have to use the original, because it has a longer cable. It's just as simple as that. It has a longer cable and doesn't have a sound card to sort of mess things up a bit. I'm not saying the sound card in the HyperX Cloud 2 is bad, but for me, it's not as good as what I have. It's hard to explain. The headphones are exactly the same in both models. but the sound card sort of lets the second one down a bit, especially if you've got a sound card to boost the original Hybrix. I don't know whether any of this is making sense, but if you get me, just I don't know. That's the only downside to this headset. So yeah, as I've said, the sound quality on both headsets is absolutely amazing. So you've got the 7.1 surround sound on the HyperX Cloud 2. It really, really does work. It sounds like everything's sort of around you. You can hear a lot sort of, I think they call it the sound stage or something, is a lot further out. So like if you're playing Battlefield or something like that, or Counter-Strike, you can hear footsteps, but you can sort of place where they are, which is really, really useful for gaming and that sort of thing. You listen to music on them is perfect. You can just listen to music and it's just like wearing any other sort of headphones. I haven't got any Beats to compare them to, but I would guess that they're as good or better than Beats, because Beats are kind of a bit bad. But 53mm drivers, again, are very, very, very good in these. There are some headsets with better drivers and that sort of thing, better sound cards if they have any, and to simplify what I was saying earlier, I prefer it without a sound card and just a longer cable so you can plug the mic and headphone cables into your computer, and then you can actually alter what happens to the sound. You can make it better yourself, instead of paying slightly more to get something that doesn't really work as well as you could make it work. I still don't know whether that is making any sense. I can't really explain it any better, but yeah, they are very, very good. They're a very, very good pair of headphones, or very good headset, and I would definitely recommend them. But like I keep trying to say, if you've got a sound card, possibly don't get the HyperX Cloud 2 unless you really like the look of them and with your new colour combinations. Just get the original HyperX Cloud, and then you've got the option to just use your own sound card, and it won't give you a really short cable or anything. Yeah, they're really, really easy to use. So when you plug the sound card in with the HyperX Cloud 2, it lights up, and you don't need to download any other software. It just works straight out of the box, which is really, really good. But no, that works perfectly fine. So if you are going to use a sound card, it is perfect. That also means that you can use it with like a laptop or anything with a USB port, I guess. And then you can also just take the sound card off, and then you've got one single cable here for the headphones, so you can just use that for sort of mobile use. So another thing with the HyperX Cloud 2 Pro Gaming headset is that it's got this noise cancelling sort of feature with the ear cups, which really, really does work once again really, really well. Very impressed with that. Also, the mic quality is also relatively good. It's not like stunningly good. You wouldn't really want to be using it for podcasts or videos like that, things like that, but it's good. It's just good enough, and it's got noise cancelling as well to block out all the sort of outside background noise, which works really well. I will try and put a little clip in here if I can, but before, when I tried to do it with the original HyperX Cloud, it didn't really like my laptop or the editing software, so I don't know. I apologise if it's not in this video, but yeah, quite good overall. The original HyperX Cloud headset is about £50 in the UK, which is around $80 I would have thought in the US, and the HyperX Cloud 2 was around £30 more on Amazon anyway, at around £80. As I've said, they are both incredibly good headsets. I'm really, really happy with the way Kingston have done things, especially because they're new in this sort of field. The headsets are incredibly well built, really, really comfortable. They sound incredible as well. But like I've said, if you don't think the sound card will benefit you much, then possibly, actually no, that's not the sound card for the HyperX Cloud 2, then I would just recommend possibly just getting the original, unless you do like the look of the HyperX Cloud 2. I'd love to get this more for £30 more. But yeah, I don't know how much sense any of that made. Once again, I'm not doing very well at explaining some things in these reviews, but just put what you think about my review in the comments and the headset and my channel in general. If you liked it, then dislike it. If you liked it, then like it. If you didn't, then dislike it. And subscribe to see more reviews, unboxings, gameplay videos, and vlogs and stuff, and things like that. Smooth ending as well. But yeah. Thanks for watching this video. Look at the links in the description as to where you can buy the HyperX Cloud 2 in your country, and as to the unboxing of the HyperX Cloud 2 as well on my channel. But yeah, thanks for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it, and goodbye.